Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Ninjani nivukile. Dumelang Thobela. Kana nathi nesonga ngivukile. Abshini khensile. Bengifundisa China na China bathi ni hao. Ninjani. Vukile abshini dumelang le kae. Ja, goeiemorgen. Was het dag of goeiemorgen? Ja.
Vandaag. Dag.
Ja, goeiedag.
Baie dag.
Ja.
Baie dag. Goed. Hoe ging het? Go. Mooi. When men were still romantic, Jaya, uthando luyaphela.
Uthando luyaphela
kancane. Uthando luyaphela. You can be in love for the first 2 years.
Futhi ne 2 years indoda.
Bye. These days is 1 month. 1 month romance yaphela.
Wena na mama ngabuza ngathi I longest relationship yakho isikhathi esingaka.
Engangi-expose.
Siyabuza. Ayo namanje wasafika kuma 3 months.
Ama relationship awasalast.
Ama relationship 3 months.
Awasalast even political relationships as last.
Uthi njaya
yonke ziyakhala.
Relationship this
divorce left right and center.
Sihamba ngendlela straight.
Divorce sekushoda divorce this other president naye sezomdivorce asifaka umuntu
naye. Ngakhuluma ngalento lazi ngibonile ngithi hawo. Angisho I think it was izolo i17 I think ngaboma i17 dawo nendlela la president bakavayile aye ku la eZimbabwe ku South African Northward Organization Northward. How uhambile president instead ukuthi ku act a deputy bathatha uNG Mthekga as a acting president for that day. Ngiyazibuza
ibephi deputy
ndoda ngiyazibuza ngithi kuza kanjani ukuthi bazothatha a minister of military defense ukuthi kube yiyo acting day
or maybe bebevayebo bayi2 maybe.
Yeah, maybe ngathola ukuthi bevaya
but maybe bavayebo bayi2 so
ngamangala ngibona lento
secretary general secretary of bephumba lula
ibonke kumele baya actor
leyo economy ngawa same time umbalulu umbaxman angathi andizi
into economy iqiniso le ayinamanga le
andizi
so nendlela ilinto davele njengoba sisho ama relationship kuyabheda kuma relationship jobuka nangu noshibambu na divorce umalema nje after 11 years nje kanjalo nje
11 years of political friendship political partnership
mfethu bathi but there is some mina lo ngibona ngakhona nje man something's fishy mfethu ngokuthi you can't leave an organization oyiqalile mfethu even if but maybe umalema was disrespectful kuyo or ngokuthi we all don't know the reasons speculate nje ukuthi ama reason bokuyini so I am not sure but that of 11 years in fact you value dish out your political party that you have started from scratch
and good Twitter uthi is the most sound decision I ever is the most solid and sound decision I ever made in my life.
Because there's a time now I say is either you submit or you fight. So minimum what submit maybe there was something wrong with EFF. Yeah, he was everything. I wouldn't say so.
No relationship lasts forever, and it's worse. Political relationships they don't last forever. We've seen a lot of these things happening before.
Yeah.
I can't
but I was thinking ukuthi lebe imangaza kakhulu le, or it's because Malema he wants to be a dictatorship.
Yeah.
Indlovu yangeni yodwa no one will say anything.
Ne picture yayo le mazine meeting alone. It's my way or you jump. Akumula le
isakela
le he became famous. It's my way or you jump. Shibambu. It's my way or you jump. I'm sure imchala sok mapoto.
Yeah.
Nale na yenye ngizolo balenye le. Doctor.
Oh, Dr. Andrews. Now I think uzovaya na. Soon.
I'm sure that was just
because I doesn't like I think my lemon was very heady, Joe.
Yeah.
It's when I think ethwele ngamanzi indoda like boyibona ukuthi is emotionally depressed and it's emotionally hurt, but ayekuqaba ukuthi baplaneni.
But the guy, he once said, in politics there's no friendship. It was his words, but in politics there's no friendship. What he never had a friend, and he doesn't take that ideal or that notion of friendship into his
still remember those with Barash, which he's the only one. It does those who were his friend, he taken as friend.
They betrayed him before. Ah, well, must cry my song. Must cry. Gala hit in Nalangomi, and the fella, Charlie, there's a new song coming. I'm a piano. I'm passing him so now chiva now awuzufana angeke ufena abantu chiva now
anokhuluma ngale ukubula kunale out le enye out yo impintsha yo graduate ithi yebo boy batshele
le chiva
ithi siphuza ama cases siphasa ama marks
siphuza ama cases siyapasa and ama-2000 hayi leza manje ne hayi lezi ziyaphuza ziyadakwa ziyaphuza
zaphuza zaphasa but if alcohol na emotionally if like alcohol is so substance dangerous more than drugs man.
Yeah, it's addictive.
Yeah, it's addictive in such a way yokuthi imosha ama career bhaya le ngibona ngakhona.
I was reading a story say Coca-Cola before Coca-Cola bebekade befaka cocaine leaf.
Remember that?
Coca leaf. Befaka extract. That's why we shake us so I shake us.
That is why namanje I think they still by far man sene limit nyana le that's why Coke is too addictive now. If it's mangayibheka when Coke mangayisha 5 consecutive days.
Yeah.
After 5 consecutive days, in fact, if you didn't drink any Coke, you will feel like
you feel like something else.
Fana nomudla after eating or something, you feel like mangathi glass nyana.
Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
So I love Coke. Hey, the ring shake and the
shake.
You many days. I think chicken liquid fit my cravings.
Oh, fit my cravings. And the feed my cravings. So I wanna drive like so this thing of alcohol now I think our government need to open some lesson and some classes for the youth. In fact, the youth is consuming the consumption of alcohol for youth in fact is I'm not even
on another level.
It's on another level.
It's every Friday. Why do they get the money to drink? Especially these girls. I
student at least a student, you never compare yourself with a student. As rich number one and I'm cutting sakula like bring more than my parents. Because like will rather save those brown dash just to save for Friday.
Guys the mayonnaise every day.
Sometimes you'll not even go to the idea in fit. I want to say high school I wanna grade A more with tertiary level. That's where the problem starts. With my jazz with only tertiary level. Just attending those 2 classes for 3 hours nyana then I'm going home. I'm feeling shy papa nama kanda or papa nama.
I know that.
But like, Friday, Friday,
tenga makot after makot. I remember those days now. It was simple. Movite really corner. Then there was that called instant porridge. The instant porridge. Then 5 kg nyana rice na maka. The tin fish. That was my grocery and that was it.
The fridge. I still remember those days. Mind you, last corner, C4.
Yeah.
It's a 1 room. We don't even have a bed.
Yeah.
The share and the mattress. If it's like those guys are much they still remember those double kiddo and abum about the hotel and they still remember those very good days too.
Big Nazi and the big body. I want to what to batteries on his cause. Batteries are meaning when you're sharing the room, we 3 of us in the one room as the student accommodation. And now my amunye leti cheriak. the two Melibata, like what you call it, migrate. You must migrate for that day. You must leave the vicinity for that day. And the never do yes, I will do maybe some pignaz. Layout as it angithi hambe yophuza namajita manje buya nocheka ngibuye etshaleni nawo buya namacheka etshaleni inenyuku ke leya makayikroza ke le awuthi ayingakroza into le ifika ivula amakhabhathi wethu shaya amaqanda uthi mabuya esikele emaklasini yabona iyafraya le lamaqanda iwathatha va mafika ucounta amaqanda wakho 1 2 4 so count and the amaqanda short the bigness short at 2 amaqanda lapha amaqanda wami I say it was those things, man.
Yeah, those were the good days. For me, and especially for me, I did enjoy big time.
We had fun, man. I believe in this thing. Enjoy your stage.
Yeah, enjoy it. Ungakhluli stage because I still remember I was before we moved to a proper one. For the first few months in Jan, we started staying like I was forever ngithanda imali. English isithanda inuku most of the time.
Namanje usayithanda.
Yeah, namanje usayithanda. So what I will definitely do, like Amachita, they say they want to go to a student digs that like student digs, South Point, Nana. I said, oh man, chance. So all I need was a flat there in Joburg there by Joburg Park.
Yeah.
So I'm very Amachita. We have flat mind you fit. It's one big room. Then we divide on your old drop. Got that other side of balcony. Clearly out in the cherry eye, then it's only old drop, and the only entrance which first month in Plomani 1.5 it was cheap. Aye, landing out some hey, Tsotsitaal. Hey, I've got a place there fit. You come and share with me fit. Tsotsitaal among a figure. Tona Sikren. Then paying that 3 point something. Let's pay this. Then we're gonna shower this one.
Yeah.
We ended up sihlala C4 Sishare C4. Sashare sinambheda sinanisi jo. Asina fridge, asina TV, asina nis only ama laptop jo kodwa. So kuvaya isikhathi masilibele sivaya. It was a great thing for like I enjoyed. So this manje lapha on this on our same room. Where we have divided an old drop for these other people.
Okay, so you divide the room.
Yeah, it's one straight room. We just divide with the old drop. They stay that side, we stay this side. There are 4 of us, and mind you, this guy is staying with a girlfriend.
Yes, my pepper now you hear me.
I think we were years that because we will sleep around 1 o'clock.
I'm sure I know that life.
Then I was using this Samsung S4. So what I will do, I'll download. There was this remote control pill app where you can just click it if you want to turn on the TV. Yeah. Those guys, I think they were Zimbabweans. Sometimes switch off the TV. I want to imagine the TV. No. Sometimes while they are still watching maybe I'll just tell you.
Just press the remote.
Yeah, the phone. The universal remote on the phone, then you just switch off. After 2 minutes, I'll just switch it on. Hey, wasn't even the TV? Cool.
You are the one.
When they went out, in fact, maybe when they go to work, because like I was not in here, and I'll just go there and be too. Box you know those people from Zimbabwe, like they like to buy things in bulk, in bulk so they can transfer them. I'll go to the last box.
Open
the last box. Then if I want to make some eggs, I'll just go to the last box, then take that fish oil, then make my eggs, then I put it back. I think when they got to Zimbabwe, those boxes were half.
When he gets home, why the fish oil is short?
I was opening the seal. Yeah, when it gets to Zimbabwe, maybe they said, this one.
It was used in this fish oil.
Because sometimes they will buy some snacks and feed. Like, snack, like, cool. Yeah, then I'll just.
I just talk about it. I respect them in that
case. Just sneaking, feeling a panty, then I'll just take one.
You didn't even look like that side.
The most expensive thing that side, the killing I use on Mabakuluma. Food is a very expensive that side, especially like fish oil.
Oh yes, those main ones.
Yeah, main things.
Now in Zimbabwe it becomes more expensive.
That is why you can check many Zimbabwean people when they buy their stuff fish oil.
Yeah, but it's I've seen on the free and something.
Boni taxi ndoda ngathi code 14. Itaxi kona ngathi code 14.
I've seen this other taxi ne. So you see the whole right side of the taxi. Yeah, want to go to kulayisha ama 12 comma nama. Ihamba so
those are the people abacava impilo.
Yeah, they know how to survive.
Yeah, they know how to survive.
Yeah, they know how to survive and then
and I've learned something those people, they work hard, they survive, because they know how to save.
Yeah.
But sometimes you are lacking there and there.
Yeah.
So those people, but any South African girls are Joe.
Yeah.
South African girls are cruel in fact.
If you are raised in that environment where you know food is scarce, where you become disciplined, you become the most disciplined person. You start to respect water, you start to respect maize meal, you start to respect fish oil. As South Africans, I don't think we respect food enough. We take it for granted.
No, I'm sure how much we're still having it, so we have never faced that struggle to
that
say,
condition.
That condition of food to wage in fit. But those people fit to beg a freeway, not that we can go to my entry N1, especially which one is that goes to Mosina? Is it N1?
I think N1, yeah, I think it's N1, yeah.
Oh,
N1.
Tholi taxi mfethu ligcwele lishayina ngetrain uzubone ngathi
ihamba so taxi yakhona
ngathi code 14 ndoda kanti no just a mini bus
namakhatha I'm sure namakhatha mama traffic cop I'm sure by that day they know ukuthi so
this month, because that's how we live in South Africa, especially our officers and what that's the honest truth. In fact, that's how we live in a collective.
Let's make an example. Let's say when a traffic officer, you see these guys, but they're going home. But like would you stop them with the passing? I keep him going.
Yeah, I stop. I'm honest. In fact.
The law is the law.
Yeah, I'm honest.
China's honest is first stupid and that. China's honest is first.
No one is honest. Like I think maybe out of 100, it's only 2%. Those who are doing their money in an honest way, they are surviving. But the rest who are honest.
It's hard to be honest in a system that is not honest.
Yeah, that is also depressing.
It's good you are honest because our audience, they need us to be honest and you can make it. You can make it a life in
that's not much it has to do with it's not much that's really winzima.
Yeah, it's hard.
But this other side, in fact, you need to think for your girl. This other side, you need to think for your child. This other side, it's your family. So, in South Africa, actually, the time they say you are a man, you must know that you've got a lot of problems. You are in trouble.
For those guys who are students in the universities and the high schools, you must know the minute your parents say, "We know what man."
But they must keep on enjoying those things. I so wish like I can go
live
back
your stage, live your age.
I even on this age I so wish like I can go and stay at res again.
Rewind back.
Yeah,
no, those were the best moments in my life.
Like
I was in the those were the best moments. That's why life is nice, man. When you are 1 year old, behave and act like a 1 year old. When you are 13 years old, behave and think and act like it. Because I've seen Amachita Afunuzenza Mahotman at the age of 19. At the age of 40, so about 19 years old.
So as the sometimes as people we like to rush to a certain stage that we are far from that stage. So, but what I like to say, while you are still on your youth, enjoy your youth. Make mistakes, learn from your
mistakes.
Carry on with life. We all make mistakes. No one is perfect, and we all have our own skeletons. No one, as of Cheluguti, doesn't have his own skeletons. There are a lot of people who say, today we used to forge a recipe.
We parents. I'm school fees. Let's cut it.
Those things. they did happen. So that is why I'm showing some of the things in fact, but the generations on those are corners they are changed.
It's part of life. It's part of life. I know, guys, enjoy your lives, man. But don't be reckless with your life. But hey, let's enjoy, man. For example, even me, I haven't got to that stage because it's coming very soon, man. When that stage you figure, partner. So I need to enjoy my peak because you are at your peak as a youth. You see, from 19 to 30. Okay, let's say from 19 to 32 to 33. You are at your peak. Your body still has a lot of energy to pump. Now when I'm saying 34, 35. So tell one with I must go Ukia 2, Ukia 4, Agasangi. Ukia 1 all the way. Zaka.
So fertilize on a sense.
Yeah, Zaka. I saw myself when I just grew up one white beard. Now one white beard. Hey, the thing for 1 hour, Miguel. Vele sengiyaphuma kuyouth
ukuthi suyikhetha wazi nginegame ngifuna ukike sidlala maka soyidlala nenini sifonela ama ex nje kuyasaba
mama ex ashadiwe ndo
sifonele sithi samkhumbula ulunga
ngisamkhumbula lapha guys
kesibabuze
umuntu yakho ibhebha ngibhebha
ukuthi usazenza lisazifithi ukhumbula kuphi
nawo ngakhumbula sishaya idogi lapha esikhateni ebusuku lapha ema-street light.
So it's that's how things they are. But that's how life it is. We all pass those stages. It's
necessary. It's part of human growth, man. Otherwise, if you've never if Zangwa was swimmer before, the minute you figure man's you are drowning.
Yeah.
Because you're not used to swimming.
Hey, ngibone video yakamphoko ngesikhathi secourt la.
Njayam zayikhalela. I feel sad for I know
he was even thinking of escaping.
Yeah?
The court.
He was trying to escape court.
No, like Mose court, then those seats, then after those seats, then Bulak Vela Ibosha court, and those people are looking for a trial. Yeah, I'm okay. I will show you that video. Let me just try to
I will put a clip. If you have a clip of it, you'll put a clip here.
Yeah, I will put it as a clip.
As a clip.
When they're telling him his sentence, like he's, what is this? Amakala waki. It's like, yo. He was thinking of getting his machete with a slice right here.
Like I charging in Kabak slice.
Slice. Slice. South Africa is a movie. South Africa.
I wonder if this thing didn't take attention to social media. The law was gonna be so hard on him. I don't think.
Yeah, now I wonder what makes the law to be hard on Poro now is because of this influence from the community, from all the social media. Yeah, so because for me, Mporo is not a flight risk person.
Yeah,
there are people like who have done serious crimes, but who are also flight risk people.
Yeah, high risk,
but they do get bail. So Mporo. But I can say he's not a flight risk, but he's a danger to the community because like a person who can have access easily to AMA AK-47.
It's not sure by any time.
So for me, I think with Mamtina it's also on the right hand side for
because
the safety of community. What more can he do? Because like but there's still 9 cases that was involved Guzo
before,
and others they were dropped due to certain reasons. Then others they are still under investigation. So the other one that made Guzman deny bail because what he did instead of on the other cases, on the previous cases, to provide a verified address, he provided the wrong address. Now they think it's like like he's gonna run maybe can run away or can be a danger to people because now if you can think for someone who can get easily AK-47. AK-47.
And 2 guns.
And 2 guns.
And 2 machetes.
That guy is a risky to a community.
Angabalanda one by one.
And ushilo ukuthi angabaslicer one
by one angabalanda athi nisho sesonto.
That's noma by 10 angabaslicer bonke. So yeah.
Oh, by the way, yeah, masikhuluma ngendaba kaTsotsi. I just found out bengihleli namanye amahotmali who besikhuluma isiqamtho yabo. Yayibona mosile.
Isiqamtho.
Azosikhulumela
isystem
no isiqamtho Tsotsitaal ngithi yeah so bebe share sometimes you must not stay with these 2 educated people. They're confused. Yeah, I've seen that too much educated people are confused.
Yeah,
they are confused, man. It's like they are ukuba ninkukhu mo introduce to an environment engayijayela
ikhathi khanda ivelizwe uyifake ebhakethini
ivelizwe nje this too much. So bengena namajita beshaya isiqamtho ukuthi be explain lezi zinto zeTsotsitaal like uTshovicho. And most people they don't know uTshovicho like iflake ikhwelo. They don't know ukuthi ikhwelo liphuma kuphi iTshovicho. It actually was a signal during the apartheid time. Like amahata lesi hamba kulesi sihlato lapha eKasi the other sihlato. So one ebefaya Vicho yabo
shy alert
anti that thing yamahata yeah so beshaya Vicho on that side mawuzu Vicho wena ukuthi uzwile as I comrade this side mele utsho Vicho
uyasabela
ukuthi hayi ngikuzwile Tata Bantu, you ran into a church because we used to use these churches as hiding places. They used to. Yeah, I was not there. I was still
oh, now you are there.
Picking in. So we explain how much uTshovicho usuka and manje abantu sebespanisa uTshovicho as a way of looking cool and it was a struggle signal. It was those things. Same way as Tsotsitaal. Le gama lesitsotsi vele siphiwe ngamongamla ngithi ama Afrikaner ukuthi you are Tsotsi you guys are Tsotsis ne ngenani phakathi ufakwa black sign you man akushaya ufake kudayini so isuka lapho ukuthi Tsotsitaal. So it was a Tsotsitaal now was a language yokuthi mani ikhuluma abazwa labanye as abatsotsi bakudala they were
smart.
They were comrades. Even nakazo bebamba inkunzi bebeya kule ama suburbs wabongamla.
Yeah, that's how ngicabanga.
I'm not saying it should. I'm not promoting.
Nami the way ngicabanga khona vele ukuthi abotsotsi abaserious ama-hotman serious those who were doing those things like ama-hijacking, housebreaking nana.
Ubutime bako banlebi famous Soweto manje. So
they will never go ezindlini zabo daki. You will never go and do a housebreaking endlini edark. They will forever go to the white person's house ngokuthi bayaqala ubheka uma7 nakutshela ukuthi open the oven. I just open the oven and I put the child inside and I just turn it on. You will never give me. You will give me. I just open the water and I put one finger there. She started she's screaming
and he's been doing
those things. So some of the things that are painful, but
it sounds fun. But when he's doing it, if I'm a lega shebe shit, ne, le shebe shit, the way can shine. Twerker when a man, twerker shit. Pela that thing is now it's part of his camp to vele. Like mabe bambikaga machitangit, mabambikari, bagkeeper ngekana ngitekari. Never enough set. Yeah, all those vulgar things, which because the first thing is mawubamba diding. When ufuna uzifilisha ukuthi this thing is nothing. That's why beqala ngokuthuka ngithi ukuthi wena msuna nje sorry for the language but this is not bakayivalo ukuthi nawe you must feel it naye he must accept engqondweni yakho ukuthi wena you are a dog so it can be easy for him to pull a trigger. He's also preparing his mind psychological then so abanye abatsotsi they would even have a fun about it but twerker when a shit imagine that ucovukake yakho wena you must twerker wena futhi twerker your shit ya twerker and then your car is going by hijack yavaya ukuthi hey you won't stop twerking until we turn the other corner there
and the value uzohlezi utwerker Joe.
You will twerk watching your car is leaving you are twerking.
You want to save your life.
So
day life.
But now it's an entertaining thing. Shebe took it and turned it into something to entertain people. But you wanna when you go and look where it comes from, it's painful.
Now you should share, like when I'm listening to his story, like he was doing the same thing, like especially back, he was used to Ashama, hijack, no, stealing my phones, then I find because he actually like a back, he's dwelling on my phone, so. Shoot namanje, then I don't know what sakabamba yini ngapha ngaphakathi. Sometimes there was a
ngiyabona asazi mina, I don't know.
Ngisho bakaphethe ngathi bakaphethe inchiza
hayi ngizandla zosibophisa.
No mina ngezandla mfethu. But bethu kringa ngezandla yile wengijwayele ngakhona. The
madam is calling. Guys, the madam is calling him.
Ngizokufonela, I'm still picking ngizokufonela manje.
Sorry, it's your sister, ne? Oh, sorry. I thought it's his madam. His sister is beautiful. So I thought it's his madam. Yeah, I get you. Yeah,
into njalo nje mfethu, but hayi kancane mfethu wabona, but hayi our life is getting there, mfethu. Let us enjoy the life and sibe mnandi nje mfethu.
Yeah. Enjoy your age, but don't be reckless with your age. Enjoy it in a careful manner. Like for example, if the way you must enjoy your age is gonna take you izokwenza ukuthi ungabi na gauge, ungabi na kuhle endlini. Which it's gonna make you you don't have food in the house. That's when you are enjoying your age recklessly now. Because food must always be there in the house. So before anything else, before you can go and enjoy your age and all those things, get grocery, pay your rent if you are renting, pay your water bills if you're paying water bills. That's what you must always do with your money first. Send to in the currently.
If you are out, in fact, you have to start back from there, from where you are sleeping. So sometimes if there's this thing, like those guys, as people like we are not the same. That's what I can say. Those who had the privilege from their parents, and I would like to say shout out to those parents who took that privilege and who worked hard for their children, their children started on a slate whereby there's a backup and nalaba vele baseza imuva kancane those their parents they didn't have those things, but they're catching up. I like to say shout out much impilo, we need to push in fit. Life is all about pushing impilo mnandi. Life is good in fit. Thinking we like to create stress la ngana stress because ezinye izinto you can live without them mabona. So but ezinye izinto siyaphila, ezinye asikhona ukuphila, but you just need to enjoy life at the end of the day.
It's cold.
Yeah, it's cold. We can't learn soft in fit.
I was even telling this other guy, you see the Lunga you see on podcast now, it's not gonna be the same Lungster you're gonna see after 40 years or 50 years. I'll be different because as we grow up, we adapt and we see situations, bad things happen to us. We lose people we love. You start to lose your sense of humor. You see, you start to some other people in the must be cool. Hey, Baba, angry. Oh, nyanyili bust.
Yes, nyanyili. You know, it's
daily life in shine.
Might as well say,
and you machine. I blew it.
Boy, I blew it. In fact, like it's very sad. In fact, as my parents over there, I blew it. In fact, it's only not tempted to spending 100K a day. Like this guy, that the one buying the Olympics.
Yeah.
Kahiso
something.
Yeah. He was renting a car for 20K.
How can you do that?
So, made the story when he was saying that, why he was doing that, you'll say like because of drugs. He said drugs in fact will make you think that life goes smooth,
addiction.
Life is simple.
It's addiction.
Because he said he will rent a 20,000 M4 to pay. Then the other one he wanted to drift. Then just chai sadat. It was just normal for him. He said no, I will call this guy. Then they will come and pick it up. I'm going to rent another one. So that's how he spent his money.
He blew it actually.
I blew it.
I love that show by the way. Whoever came with that. But let's do it in a way that we don't embarrass our people. It's lessons.
But they're not embarrassing those people.
It's lessons.
It shows how reckless we are.
You are teaching the next generation.
If you get the money, try into
sort your things first.
Yeah. And I think before the email Puma, and of course most of the people who are blue, especially those who get our email in, I'm a ref nan is a and then I'm saying we cover.
I'm going blow.
Nangsana we cover a ref nyana.
Your leg is gone.
Yeah, but I need to get someone who knows how to when I would do over and fire will change. I'm
shy a timing. Can you explain something to me, Lebs? Where does that money come from? The money for RAF, where does it come from, that money? It's generated from where?
Question
I can try. Just generally, not
the way I'm gonna Puma from Amalivis with petrol.
Oh, the RAF one.
Yeah,
is it road accident fund?
Yeah,
yes.
Because I should RAF petrol when you're buying petrol.
Yes.
There's a tax.
Yeah.
Tax, different types of tax. Like that is why our petrol in South Africa it end up
higher.
On a higher because like
expensive.
There are those levies for road accident fund. There are different levies, but I'm not sure what
there's different charges.
Yeah, different charges.
Excluding the actual petrol.
Excluding the actual price. Before there's that actual price, then there are levies, but I'm definitely sure.
I've heard somewhere now something like
petrol. There's a levy for road accident fund.
And other charges like I'm sure Mario, we're gonna go deep on other episodes.
Deep on that one, then
but I've heard it, which means as our petrol today is around our liter, I think it's 24 rand or 22 rand somewhere there. Which is if now when I go to the gas station, I'm paying 22 rands. That means it's not the petrol that I poured in my tank. It's not actually 22 rands.
Maybe it's 12 rand.
Maybe 12 rand or 17 rand. Yeah. Then they add extra 5 rands for road accident funds and other stuff,
taxes
and other services. Then you get to 22.
Because I think actually that money, the way saying according to my knowledge, the way I think that money comes from things like where there's a vehicle, they need to be that money. Like maybe when we are renewing your disc, certain charges they do go to RAF. When you are pouring petrol, certain charges they go there. When you are paying your e-tolls. I think your e-tolls and whatsoever, anything that is related to transportation or to road, there's a certain percentage that goes to
that is deducted from that petrol price. Damn it, that's why we're paying. Which means if South Africa can cancel road accident fund, petrol prices would go down.
I think so, because like
that is guaranteed.
Even the renewal of disc, I think they can go down because like there's a certain percentage that have been added in order to have that budget for RAF and so forth. And again, it comes from, I think, from the Department of Transportation.
It also
adds something, maybe certain
from the budget.
Yeah, from the budget they add and say no.
Which they collect via e-tolls.
Via e-tolls and maybe renewal of disc. I'm not sure now.
All those road things. Maybe we're gonna come with full. I know you're gonna research and come with.
But either way, like I think it makes sense like that in a corner because like you can't say you get the RAF money from Department of Art and Culture. It doesn't make sense.
It must come from the
road or transportation
designated department.
Yeah, I think so because like if someone got involved, where there's a car, like Lomundo is being hit by a car. So meaning like Sanral, it also inputs in something because like Sanral is a South African nation. When I'm talking about Sanral, I'm not sure it's true or ganjan. The article when you found whereby they were telling us about Sanral with the benefit of paying an e-toll and getting the slip for e-toll.
Yes,
there are certain benefits like if I am not sure, I didn't do a research, but I was just reading that article. They say like if you can be stuck like after on a route where you have paid your e-toll, you've got the right, there's a certain number, I can't remember, but
I've seen for toll service.
You call that number. If you rent off petrol, I think they give you, I think it's 10 liters of petrol. If you've got a tire burst, then they can come and assist you. If your car is it needs to be towed, they can tow you maybe for about 10 kilometers. Then after 10 kilometers, that's when you can start paying. Then if there's someone in the middle of the road, then had an emergency of someone who's in need of an ambulance, you can call that number. They can arrange a private ambulance for you to take you to a government hospital.
If you are an e-toll paying person,
if you just
keep your receipts
or while you are in the middle of the e-toll, after pay, like let me say I'm from here, where is the e-toll? okay, let me say I'm going to Free State.
Yes.
I just pay that e-toll, then I get the receipt. Then after maybe passing, even if I can pass by 1 kilometer or what, but then there's a certain thing like maybe I got a flat tire and I don't have an insurance or what, I can just call those numbers. The central will come and assist me, you know. So those were the things that when I was reading that article, like they just
we
did
do not know these things, man.
I didn't know about that, but I was reading Leo Samad. Then that's when I said, oh, 1-2-1-2.
So there's benefits of paying e-toll.
There's benefits, but we're not aware of those things.
And I think, but I think there's a verse in the Bible: "My people suffer because they lack knowledge or something like that." I think I used to read the Bible, man, and I used to read it just to argue with other people, but I'm not.
I didn't read it. I was once a Muslim. Church Lama Muslim. They used to call me Hassan during that church in Fitting.
Oh, you used to church?
Yeah, I think this other teacher, primary in Vital. She wanted to punish me with cleaning class and I'm near church in Dota.
Oh, it's time to pray and
every time 4 o'clock, every after school I have to go to church, those Indian church. They used to call me Hassan. I used to read the Quran in a corner. That was on
That's why you have so much information.
I think I was on I think I was on level 2. I used to pray Allah Wapa Maliki Yaumi this and I still remember those things.
Yeah.
Alhamdulillah Rahman Rahim up to Joe. It was nice, Joe. I used to listen to those things. They used to call me Hassan. That's my Indian name. That's my Muslim name.
Man. Yeah, it's life, man. Yeah.
But I think they want for East Central, so for the East Central, I think we need to make a research about it. But since I have read that article, I think it's a great article. So maybe just need an extra research of that. So if it's true, you must know that every receipt, when you pay your e-toll, make sure you take that receipt. Or if you're on the road for e-toll, if you face any emergency, maybe your child or anyone you are traveling with just got an emergency that needs an ambulance, you just call that number will assist you with an ambulance. You get maybe stuck by a petrol, they will come and give you, I think that article says 5 or 10 liters of petrol. So you can drive. Then if you need a flat, maybe you need a tow truck, then they will come and tow you for about 5 to 10 kilometers. Then maybe after that 5 to 10 kilometers, I think they are starting to charge you per kilometer until to your destination. So there are a lot of benefits. But we are not aware of those benefits.
We're not aware. So that's why I'm a comrade. You see, if we don't claim those monies, I'm a comrade as a dealer.
Those are the monies, one of those, especially those things.
If we don't claim these things,
those people are
they're gonna chow it.
So and another thing, like the insurance part, I was like, I don't know, like I was just browsing, then I'll get the interest topics, like even the insurance, some of the insurance, like you can insure your car, but just for insuring your car, you've got a liability, like maybe if you've got a Giza bus, they can cover that for you without insuring your house, but just insuring your car. So
there are certain benefits that goes with these things we join. That as we don't read, we don't want to read.
Yeah, we don't want to read, don't want to do our thing.
Research. Like just go and sign and you didn't research about that thing.
Yeah, like even the pothole thing.
Potholes, yeah.
Even the pothole.
And there's plenty.
There's plenty of those. A government can pay your tire or your car for if it got damaged by a pothole. That one, even though it's a process.
Yeah, you must. That's why I'm back respect. But I'm filing though. They've got
it's a process.
Like actual files in their houses.
Because what you just need to do, I still remember your pothole. What you just need to do, just take it. Maybe just see the pothole, then it break your your Mac.
Yeah.
You just take a picture of your Mac, then you take a picture of your pothole, then you take a picture of the location where you are, then you just send it, then you go to the nearest dealer, you do your quotation, then you submit all those information, you do your affidavit. And that's why do you have to do affidavit because it's not a crime.
Yeah.
But then they need an affidavit.
Under oath, you must say it under oath now. You must say it under oath, they can charge you for fraud if you were. Okay, yes.
Then you take it there. Then you go to the government, then they give you the reference number. Then proceed.
Then maybe after some time they'll pay you your money
After some
to
time,
refund you.
they will pay you. If you have paid for yourself, then you can take that. They call it reimbursement or what?
Reimbursement, yeah.
Reimbursement, and they give you your money back. So but if you've got a proper document and everything done, like even on the load shedding stuff, there was a law that was implemented at the time. Cinema load shedding if your food is rotten, you have to take the slip, but then it slips are if your food is rotten and you just bought the grocer, you just come to the municipality and say, I have so much and so much and so much that so this is a slip and I bought this and your electricity date 1212 because it's not your fault.
It's the government's
fault. The government's fault by that time. So.
And we've got in South Africa we have beautiful policies.
We've got beautiful policies. Is the thing with Tina.
We don't read.
We don't read and we don't get interested to in South Africa we go at listening to izinto eziphuma ngaphandle. Now I don't get interested in izinto eziyanga. But sometimes just taking that 2 minutes you get to one. There are a lot of things in this one like that is why you charge the petrol. That's why I haven't done research but according to understanding the way we explain it
generally
but the one for Central I just
read it before
I read it like but being rule and now I'm a pothole I was doing that so there are a lot of benefits on each and every like the way when you in South African law there are also loopholes where you can benefit so there are a lot of things in that benefit
that's some very useful information and that's some useful information
so it's easy
guys man we live in a let's be honest, we live in a beautiful country agriculturally and like vegetation wise and all those things, and we live in a beautiful country geographically. In terms of policies, we've got beautiful policies, but the problem I feel like we're too ignorant because sometimes we're quick to fight and to shout out loud and to voice out, but I believe if we can first study these policies, because we will start to understand and they will start to take us serious. Imagine if all 99% of South Africans had all this information, they understood these topics, these policies and these acts, we all understood these acts. Then when we stood up to the government, and the government would listen because they would hear these guys, they know the policies. Because I just heard about another guy where they are closing spaza shops for the guys from outside, the guys from outside without legal documents, the Ethiopians and what they were closing their spaza shops. The operation Tutula. There was a clip that was trending.
Is it? I saw some on
the police were arguing with the Tutula guys.
Right,
that's why I had
where there's a strike, they even closed the road.
They closed the road, and so the police were trying to explain to these guys, yes, you can voice out, you can protest, you have that right. It's democracy, right? But you cannot violate the other people's rights, which is the people who are using this road. Because if you are blocking this road and there are legal people using this road, which they also have a right to occupy that road, because you have not go to the departments and applied for striking and closing of that road for striking usage. So they were explaining those things. So if as South Africans we can go out there, guys, let's learn these policies, let's study this information. We live in an age where there's information in our phones. Let's Google these things. Let's Google all these things and make sure when we go to relevant places, we complain using a relevant language, a language they will understand, because that language will be part of the legal procedures, Yeah, but man. Many thanks, Njame. You are full of it. I am full of this stuff. I think I'm gonna learn a lot from you.
Now I'm gonna
learn a lot from you.
Now I'm learning a lot, in fact.
And I think we touched a little on the Shibambu thing, right? We started to flow with the other stuff.
Yeah.
Which is, we are not scripted, guys. We are not scripted, so we just flow. So sorry, we forgot that point. The Shibambu and
the Shibambu. But no, the topic is come up. The topic, man.
Yeah, we just flow.
We're talking about. Yeah, but the Shibambu one, man, like, if you can go back to it, if we can analyze the politics now, if we can just go back to a brief of politics, and not to make it
the red pill.
Yeah. So when it comes to the politics, remember that that's what you said. In politics, there's no true friend, there's no enemy. There are no enemies in politics. Today I can be your enemy, but tomorrow you'll be the one assisting me to take someone out. Similar thing like what was happening between the former President Zuma and
Julius Malema.
They teamed up to take former President Thabo
Mbeki out.
Then President Zuma.
Now, Julius Malema was fighting with Zuma while he was in office.
Yeah, so you see those things like now they want to be together again, they want to fight for one common goal. So in politics it's like that. Maybe now, what if Shibambu went there to do because like if Umkhondo, you can see their structural is not in balance today. It's like this, it's not like
they are not well balanced in terms of political processes.
Process like today they want to change the like it's like there's a party that is there for
there's an argument maybe behind the doors
because like I was listening to who's this guy, the founder of Umkhondo Sizwe, like earlier today in the morning. They were interviewing him from Biz News. So he was talking relevant things, like the structure, how the structure started, how did President Jacob Zuma end up being the president. He hijacked Umkhondo Sizwe.
Yes.
The way he said, because like now there's even a case, I'm not even scared to say that there's a case that is Jabulani Khumalo has opened against Zuma's daughter, against Zuma, a fraud one. Duduzile. It's a fraud case whereby Uti Zuma, Duduzile, she did a fraudulent thing. By changing on CPRO, going to is it CPRO CAPIC, whereby he changed the directors' names and add Jacob Zuma as the director
of Umkhondo Sizwe, without
the founders' acknowledgement, and they changed the founders to like numbers and emails, so he cannot get the notifications. So those are the things.
So he's alleging those things.
He said he saw that, and even in the CPRO, now President Zuma is now an Umkhondo Sizwe director. Duduzile is now Umkhondo Sizwe director. So those are the cases Bagazi issue about. So because to him he said, no, Tina, we approached Jacob Zuma because we wanted to start a political party by the name of Masibuyi or Masibuyi.
Maibuyi
or Masibuyi. So President Zuma said, no, why can't you use this name of Umkhondo, because ANC has deserted this name
and it's a name that we used in our struggle.
So he said, okay. Then he said, no, I'll be an ANC member, but I will I will support Umkhondo Sizwe. That was the agreement, not to say President Zuma will be the president of Umkhondo,
but I will be
because that Madala is a mastermind. He started getting in
until he wanted it for himself.
Then until he fired
the other guy.
The founder of that
Umkhondo
Jabulani Khumalo. So there's a lot of things
and there's a lot of mafia games involved, man. You start to kuluma too much with for and this keep they want to finance too many
so maybe for now the plan for Shibambu might go to Umkhondo Sizwe just to make it for structural stable for the admin for Umkhondo Sizwe to be structural stable or is there for him to make a way to pave a way for EFF to be on a safe venture with Umkhondo Sizwe until they get rid of
there to oversee the whole procedures on how to I see it, man, because he's got a lot of knowledge, that guy.
That guy is a powerful man because I think he's having a master's or honors in international relations. So or again maybe he's doing that because like he's tired of maybe the way the CIC of EFF was treating them.
Maybe there's dictatorship.
And again, like there were rumors like maybe they were saying now Malema was now entertaining Busisiwe Mkhobane and the other people who just recently
the Secretary General. I heard about that.
It was entertaining them more than giving them attention more than Floyd and others.
And it was
close.
It was
so there are rumors again like Ngozi might go for PA political alliance, the one for Mackenzie.
Or in another part, or maybe back to ANC. We don't know.
We don't know. So there are a lot of things in Jinja.
So this one, there's a possibility it's true that there's a clutch in the EFF,
yeah.
or another possibility is he might be going to join the MK to sort out all the administration and structural stuff to create a proper Mkhonto Esizwe party, so they can both be two stable opposing parties.
Okay, since Jacob Zuma is older, maybe when I get there, I'll be the one who can be the president. Because every man for himself now.
And Judge Lopez is old as well.
Old as well. Who can be the candidate for Mkhonto Esizwe to be the president? Shivambu is the only candidate I can think of now.
Yeah, because if Duduzi they take it, I know Zulu men they don't follow women.
Yeah, that's true. They don't follow women now. So because according to his things why Duduzi like ngathi who like she's the we are causing a conflict around Mkhonto Esizwe.
She's a woman. Yeah, you know where there's a woman, as no kala ni amachita ni lache ni happy ni ziphuzela ama beverages wenu. Then a woman comes and it's war. You don't know ukuthi iqale kuphi
kanjani. So la kunomfazi impela.
Bathi no Eve
wadlisu Adam iapple.
Wadlisu Adam ne timer yakhe.
Ngapho mdlisa ne
timer yakhe ukuthi amdlisa iapple at baby. Uyahlanya timers.
Singalamba ukudla bukhona.
Singalamba uyibona na iapple ebheka li gold kanjani.
So la kunomfazi khona hayi.
You know when this Apple phone started to be famous, my mind is backwards. When these Apple phones started to be Apple, I mean it's an apple and there's a bite.
Yeah, bite.
So I used to think with the apple of Eden. It's a symbol of Eden, the Garden of Eden. When the Adam say totally bite.
Okay, then we must share.
Now we must share with the others. Growing up, we imagine a lot of things.
You appreciate a lot.
Yeah, man. And just there was a guy who asked me, which guys, why in podcasting ni shine Zulu and Nesu to pair like the languages Nina that you are familiar with. Why ni first? Because guys who are not very good with English.
Yeah.
You can hear our English. It's lower grade.
It's a political English.
We've got a lower grade English, but the reason we're forced to also speak in English as well is, as we said in episode 1 of the podcast, we've got a diverse country which people speak a lot of 11 official languages, and we can't. There's no way we'll be able to talk all 11 official languages. So what we saw is, okay, English is the most language these days that people, because it's a colonial language, so everybody was forced to know it, because it's a colonial language. If we had Swahili, at least maybe we're going to do the podcast in Swahili, so everybody will know. We don't have another common language that most of us will understand. So understand the ladies. We're nothing without ladies, man. I love ladies. I love women. I love ladies. I get what I love ladies. I love you, ladies. I love you, women. Pretty, especially pretty and there's a new sickness, ne? Amadoda manje awasaba bafaza bahle.
Ayabasaba.
Hey,
no, mfethu umfazi omuhle. Sometimes akusuka ukuthi siyabasaba jo. Ngicabanga ukuthi masingena la the maintenance party jo ukuthi so secheke epokotheni mfethu. Wabona,
which means the more beautiful she is, the more high maintenance.
Ngokuthi obvious mfethu uyabona nomntana omuhle, ugrandi, hlangana naye bomasentini bomamolo of Africa upush it road. Ndigwele wena uphethe iplastic eliwa uvange taxi
belushaye ivalo
mawucanga ngu-approacha lo muntu, but then by the time mawusaku-approach usingile uyi-one akanamuntu nabo kumele bavaye babhale something nyana. I think eMzansi they need to do something for it. If you are singing, there's a mark that you need to mark yourself with, so we can know who's your low singing, low taken, low complicated.
Or let's come with a signal. Ladies, if you are single, now you see a man, which he wants to approach you, when to signal that guy which he want to be approached. Just look down, and you remember girls in olden times, they would look down and smile, and write so ladies, let's come up with a signal, man. When you see a guy, you also like him, because these days as men we are becoming too scared of approaching you guys, because there's always there's all
maintenance
this
thing mfethu.
yeah, there's
So
all
funa
this
imali,
chaos.
just ukuthi usukubulise mfethu kumele kube nevula mlomo. Thina straight ivula mlomo yokuqobo. Manje la sesivula nje kumele ukufake iKFC ukuthi uzokhuluma nawe.
Vula mnyango KFC.
Dona kumele ukufake kuphi yabona. So some of my expensive mfethu, the economy is iraf.
Iraf economy, man.
So uma ufika usifake inkinga naye.
And I'm worried in Jayam because when you look at birth rate, it's going down. Birth rate in South Africa is going down. As much as most people they think it's going up, it's actually going down because it's going down. And another thing we have now is we've got too much. It's a good thing, right? Preventions and all those things. We'll go on those on other episodes. But what I'm trying to get to, South Africa, let's get married, let's make kids. This thing of 60 million is 60 million, that's too low. We're at risk, man. They can come and take the country anytime. Let's make babies nyana, let's get committed, let's make babies nyana. Just I think it should be a government requirement which is 7. Hola 7. We should lose the list. Hola 7. We should lose the list. So at least it should be a target 7. That's my problem. That's where this thing comes from. But we'll discuss this on another episode. We'll leave it hanging. 7, guys. Unemployed or not employed. I'll come with a strategy on the next episode. How we're gonna raise those kids. Minimum 7. But finish school first. Yeah. Get a guy that you commit, make kids, man. Even if you 7 minimum requirement. And the government should come with some sort of a fund. We must cancel RAF government. Let's cancel RAF, and then take that money that we're using from RAF and use it on paying anyone who's got kids more than 7. They should be getting about 200,000 for every child. Government is my advice, right? For every child, anyone who's got 7 kids, they should get support from the government of 200,000 per child, right? Reward them. Let's reward them. The rough one, if you get hit by a car, was going for. I know. We don't play with them. If you shy someone to you've got a car, you shy someone them kakwe. You are straight 5 years in jail as Kulumi now. So I cancel a petrol must go down to 17 rand. We take that money, Kagaf. See, in his village, me explain. We take that money, see Lashela Lapa, we pay people with 7 kids. If you have less kids than 7, you don't deserve that money.
Promoting 20.
7. Let's salary. 7 kids per person. Imagine 60 million multiplied by 7. What's that? 60 million. Actually, I'm sure we're 70 million by now. 70 million of people in South Africa. Let's say all of them, they have got 7 children, right?
We are already suffering.
Everyone.
I'm a family suffering. Abantwana bayithiwa bayi3 then masofaka 7.
America.
No, don't compare. You see, don't compare yourself.
No, that's the problem. Most black people, they don't know black people in South Africa. But in South Africa, but I see most states. I want to make a proper example because those are your colonizers, you like it or not. Yeah. So, South America has got more than 666 million people. More than 666 million people. Right? Mm-hmm. So, I'm just trying to make a point. Let's stop this thing with your Hasimo states.
What point?
You are governed by their laws. So, my point is, if America has got 666 million people, tomorrow they can just want Africa. It's theirs.
No, they can come and take it. So now we mustn't suffer.
They can come and take it. They must come and take it. Let's make babies, guys. Let's make babies.
Sasa ukienda na nazi mali, cheers bafeta isibongile bafeta.
We love you too, guys. Keep watching, man.
Thanks a lot, Buffett. Thanks a lot for your support. We still appreciate it. Buffett.
Yeah. We'll bring you a DJ here on as a guest. We'll bring you a DJ. There's a lady who also wanted to come.
My thought.
Yeah, so we're gonna bring a lady so you can see a different face, man. You'll be with the lady next time. So you can see another point in here. A human minds hate repetition.
Yeah, inshallah.
The minute babies out there, the minute ukathala indlela ubhuti ashaya ngakhona all the time, mtshele, because it's natural. The human mind hates repetition. Nani mantala ngibona le chair na le wall. That's repetition, and the mind subconsciously doesn't like that. Then when you andaba song asayithanda the podcast it. Ngakisi simthanda kangaka. Simthanda kangaka.
Saleni kahle emakhaya.
I blew it in, I give it to you.